Beloved friends, today we gather to delve into the wisdom of Patanjali, particularly focusing on a profound sutra that beckons us to examine the nature of our attachment to the world and the thoughts that bind us. It is a truth often overlooked in the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, that many of us are so engrossed in worldly affairs that our spirits remain ensnared in this complex web, even beyond the confines of death. In the gentle embrace of the Himalayas, under the guidance of my beloved master, I learned to observe how thoughts shape our reality. As we navigate our existence, we often allow these fleeting thoughts to dictate our lives, without ever pausing to reflect on their transient nature. It reminds me of a time I witnessed a butterfly, flitting from flower to flower, seemingly oblivious to the vast sky above. Each flower offered nectar, but the butterfly, in its singular pursuit, missed the grandeur of the horizon. Much like this butterfly, when we hold tightly to our worldly desires, we may neglect the higher aspirations that call us. It is vital to acknowledge that many among us do not seek to look beyond worldly indulgence. We may feel that what we see, touch, and experience constitutes the entirety of life, as if there is nothing beyond the material. This can become a comforting illusion, one that leads us into complacency. In the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna Paramhamsa, we find beautiful stories that illustrate this point. The Master spoke of people who become so focused on the immediate, like moths drawn to a flame, that they fail to recognize the divine radiance that exists beyond their immediate gratification. We, too, can fall into such traps, dismissing the divine whisper urging us to seek something greater. When we cease to seek the higher dimensions of existence, our minds become stagnant. Swami Vivekananda, in his powerful teachings, often emphasized the call to rise above mediocrity. He stated, "Arise, awake, and stop not until the goal is reached." This call to action is not merely for us as seekers, it's a gentle nudge towards cultivating the desire to expand our horizons. Without this aspiration, we find ourselves tethered to our current state, much like a ship anchored to the shore, incapable of venturing into the vastness of the ocean. In my own journey, I have encountered many moments where I felt lost in the noise of existence, unable to penetrate the silence of my soul. Yet, in those moments of utter stillness, when I turned my gaze inward, I discovered the seeds of aspiration that lie within us all. It is this desire to grow, to transcend our limitations, that ignites our spiritual journey. To move forward, we must cultivate this aspiration in our hearts. It is a gentle reminder that we do not have to remain entangled in the cycles of repetitive thoughts and actions. We can choose to awaken to the possibilities that lie before us. Just as the lotus emerges from the murky waters to bloom in pristine beauty, we, too, can rise. The teachings of Ramana Maharshi resonate deeply with this theme. He often encouraged seekers to inquire within, asking themselves, "Who am I?" This seemingly simple question carries profound implications, stirring in us the realization that we are more than the confines of our earthly experiences. It urges us to peel back the layers of our identity tied to worldly pursuits and, instead, to seek our essence, our true nature. So, let us look within, recognizing that we have been tied up in this human experience of entanglement. Let us remind ourselves of the importance of aspiration. Let us whisper to our souls the truth that we are not bound, rather, we are called to rise. May we venture forth with a deep desire for growth, shedding the layers that no longer serve us and embracing the journey of awakening. In doing so, we can transcend our attachments, embrace our divinity, and ultimately experience the supreme joy that lies at the heart of our being. Thank you for allowing me to share my thoughts with you today.